y'all, what it is, what it do. It's your girl Brittany, back better than another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is, I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a Dougie bow, our Dougie y'all into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. Currently, right now, y'all, I'm trying to figure out what's the next show I will be reviewing. Make sure y'all leave some thoughts down in the comment section. I know for sure I'm going to do Playboys Las Vegas, but right now, because I've done Room Hates on the next network season 2, I'm trying to figure out, what I'm gonna do in the meantime, in between time, because that show ain't came out yet, and I am thirsty to see Cassie get that with Chosen. So y'all let me know what show y'all think I should review on my Patreon next. Now, this episode of Dollhouse was much, 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 much better than the first one. Not gonna lie to y'all, much better than the first one. The first one, I was like, I'm bored. Like, we have gassed it to be nothing. But this one, it was really good. It was really good. Barbie to this day still cannot fight. She is not a fighter. She was not in there, love. Okay. This fade was barely caught, okay, on my mama. The girls was really getting in there this episode, though. They was really getting in there, and then after that, they hugged it out. It was a lot of hugs going on. Fades were being ran. It was a lot of fades being ran, but it was also a lot of hugs being given out. Love that for them. We love the growth. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate HATE. I hate when they say, we did this for the fans, and then like be cool right after. Listen, it's a show. Be cool on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Let us know we did that for the fans on Instagram. But don't take me out of it, because then I feel as though you wasn't giving your best in the fade. I feel like the fade ain't that amazing when you tell me like you did it for the fans. Now, let me say this. Who I'm talking about is like Barbie. I'm not talking about Persuasion and Savannah, because I understand them. I understand why they had to go and get that out the way. I understand that. I understand them. But the rest of them, when they was like, oh, we did it for the fans, and it was just like, regardless, like, I don't have no problem with you, I don't have no beef with you, but we had to get that for the fans. I don't like when they say that, because then that takes me out the element of like, you really fighting for real. Like, you're giving it your all. I feel as though when you tell me like you're doing it for the fans, you're not giving it your all. You just trying to go on, fight, go on, get it out the way real quick. And you like, okay, I'm going to beatbox up in there. I'm going to get in there with you, but I'm not giving my best. If you're going to fight, give it your best. If you are going to fight, give it your all. I need that. I need you to give it your all. Please. Thank you. Also, this. I don't want to hear nobody say that from the T-girls to the Playboys, they don't copy off the South Central Baddie girlies. Because if I don't hear their lingo all up and down through Now That's TV when it comes to these other shows, it's crazy. All last season, the Playboys was taken from Fly 9 stuff to pressure stuff. Pressure stuff was the main things that they was stealing last season for Playboys. And then we get on Dollhouse, and they have a lot of Fly 9 stuff, a lot of pressure stuff, and a lot of Kayla stuff. This is my thing right here, because they will get into it. Sometimes everybody like to get into it. And when they get into it, they be wanting to not give people their credit. But hands down, over here, we will always give the girlies their credit, because y'all have been eating off the girlies with their sayings. I'm telling you, all through here, you've heard the girlies sing, okay? So I don't want to hear nobody being like, oh, well, we do this and we're I don't want to hear that, because it's giving copy. It absolutely is giving copy when it's coming to the sayings. And the sayings do be saying, but y'all know how everybody get into it. They had a little attitude. They be like, no, because I'm the blue. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear. Ain't none of y'all the blueprint when it comes to these sayings, okay? When it comes to these sayings, get these South Central baddie girlies their crowns and their credit every time. I'm still loving the intro. Love the intro. Love the song. And as soon as they get to the rapping part, I'm like, yeah, cut it. And they start the rapping when they get to YG Dior. I'll be like, yeah, I'm over it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. Who coming with some new sayings is Bria. I love you got work like a 9 to 5. And she said something like she folded her up like laundry. It ain't the standard, it's not the normal, but I will say it's very witty. I will say this though, and this, please take this as the compliment that I'm trying to make it to be. Even though the girlies have transitioned and they are T girls, they still got hands like on them. Okay? They are putting BTA to work. I ain't gonna lie to you. Most of them. Most, okay? Most. Still got the hands that need to be there, okay? So we start off with the girlies in the bathroom. I don't know what they was talking about, blah, 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 blah. So boom, we move on to them being in the dining area, and Shayla wants to get there with Ari. I'm not gonna lie, the fade was kind of weak because it gave Ari was grabbing. Shayla really needed that. I think Shayla was hyped up by that time. The bob started bobbing, you know, and she had to, you know, bob it out real quick. I wouldn't even say nobody necessarily won. It was just a fight, but it barely was a fight. It was more like a grab session for real. And Ari, why would you come with that good wig and them dusty 8-month-old braids? I hate when y'all do that. That's annoying. Well, now that I look back at the fight, Shayla was punching, so I guess it really was a fight. So I would give it to Shayla. I'm not gonna say that Shayla was just beating Ari down, but Ari went him back, and it was kind of weak. I ain't gonna lie. It still was weak to me. Like, it wasn't no good fight. Like, of course, I'm gonna give it to Shayla because she was actually punching. But it gave Ari was like, girl, okay, just grab. Okay, hit me in the head. Okay, break it up. Kenzie want to be on production so bad. Kenzie barely got a fade in and want to say, oh, this how we doing it. It's on the flow. It's on the flow. You know, we ain't dragging out no fade. Like, who told you that you production? Shut up. All right, come back to the table. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. She won. Okay, but I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Like, okay, she won. And what? Like, where is the food? Bree trying to take up for her friend. No, that was the reason, friend. That's why you lost, friend. You were hungry, friend. Who fights on an empty stomach, friend? Not you. You're hungry. My friend was hungry. That's why my friend didn't get you like that, because my friend was hungry, though. We move back to the office, and Pooky ends up asking the question, who wore the hairstyle the best, her or Joyce? I think both of them wore the hairstyle and rocked it in their own way. I think Joyce is giving a more updo with her outfit. It's giving very much host and I gotta be on my P's and Q's. And Pooky is giving cute but laid back, kickback type of vibes. So Pooky lets us know that Joyce has a problem with her. I'm trying to see why Joyce would be talking about her. I do need her to go and get up on Instagram Live like she been doing and give us a story time behind her and Joyce's beef, because to an extent it's still not making sense to me. So basically, Sky and Joyce got back cool, and you know they are affiliated through Sky. So with that, then Joyce ends up talking about Pooky to Sky and basically just tells Sky, YG, and Kenzie that they don't want them hanging with Pooky. Question mark. It's more to the story than this. OMG! They brought us back to South Central Baddies Season 3 reunion. That was a reunion for the books. Dang, do y'all remember how Cash used to look back then? Like, Jesus Christ. Whew. God is good. Because, girl, the way Cash used to look, Joyce used to look, Kenzie still look the same, no shade. Barbie still look the same, no shade. That's all I got right now. So Persuasion lets it be known that, you know, she finna get it with Jaden too. Jaden wants her to take it easy on her because Jaden just got some type of surgery on her face. So she like, you know, if I'm gonna fight you, you know, don't go too hard. Persuasion said going hard every time, and I don't blame Persuasion. How you gonna be talking what you talking, then ask me to go easy on you? Yeah, it's never giving that. But too, Jaden really didn't need that because as y'all know, they do fight later on in the episode, and Jaden wasn't even trying, just immediately head down and hit the ground. I said, girl, please get out of here. What a waste of time. Like, what you popping it for? You want to get popped. We then get a first look at Trini. Something like that. I hate the shoes. That's the first thing I looked at. I'm like, oh my gosh, she has on these long shoes. Are these ballet shoes that they just made into a heel? Is she about to spin on the girls? I kind of want to see the full outfit. I do hate the wig. Now, you and Joyce is besties. Why Joyce ain't hook you up with the person that do her hair? Because one, say what you want, say what you can, but Joyce's wigs be amazing. I be loving Joyce wigs. Can't lie. And I'm gonna put some respect on Joyce's name. Out of the OGT girlies, which is Savannah, Persuasion, Barbie, Kenzie, and Joyce, Joyce is the one that is going to come, carry personality, get beat up people, give looks. You know, Joyce is going to come, and every time it seems as though every time they call Joyce, Joyce comes, whether she is the butt of the joke or she making somebody else the butt of the joke. Joyce shows up and do her job. So I understand why they asked Joyce to be the host of Dollhouse. She has a lot of personality. She's not, you know, timid. She's going to call out a fade. She's going to run her fades. She's going to give what needs to be given. So I understand why Isaiah picked her out of everybody. So Joyce feels as though that the whole house is against her, but her bestie said, you know, it ain't giving a jump. A jump will not be had on her watch. And Joyce is just basically feeling as though the house better respect her when she comes in. Mother's home, respect the queen. Now, it seems as though from the preview that we got for when her and Sway get into it, it don't seem like Joyce has a lot of phase to catch. It seems as though she only gets into it with Sway and that's it. But hey, we'll see. So Savannah ends up confronting Jaden. I think the girl name is Jaden, Jayla, something like that. Pink hair. So she ends up confronting her, and you know, she's like, I feel like you checked me. I had to think about what we was. Do you need that? So the girl like, I'm on whatever you on. Do you feel like you need that? So Savannah asked her 3 times, but in a different way every time. So the girl like, I mean, do you need that? Because you keep asking me, do I need that? But I'm asking you, do you need that? Because you keep asking me, do I need that? Like, you looking for everybody to hype you up or somebody to say something. Savannah said, I'm not looking for nobody to hype me up. I'm really more so looking for a yes or a no. And I'm asking you, what do you need? Because are you going to pay it or are you going to give me that? And the girl like, do you need it or you don't need it? So everybody is really not answering the question, but from the tones of their voice and from what we obviously know, they do get that. And I'm not gonna lie, Savannah might be under the influence because they going inside Savannah like, do you need that? She like, girl, ain't we going inside to catch that? Like, let me put my purse down. Hold on, because you just keep like, do you need that? Like, at this point, you need that. So come on, let me give you what you looking for. Stop asking me. And I'm not gonna lie, Jaden's face has not went down at all. The swelling has not went down. And I get what Jaden is saying about, you know, if you felt some type of way when I said something, you should have checked me then. But I think it's more so of a thing like on Savannah's end. Savannah ain't did TV in a minute, from what I know. She ain't did TV in a minute. So, you know, somebody say something like, oh, you said this, da, da, da. You just make an understanding of like, no, I ain't say that. Like, I don't know you to say nothing. But then, you know, it clicked, hey, I'm on a TV show. You know, if it was real life, I would have let it slide. I would have went on by my business because I know I ain't say nothing. But I'm on a TV show. In TV world, that was a call out. Who you talking to? I know you ain't calling me out. So I feel as though it was more so like that. So Savannah goes in the house and she does ask again, you know, should I pay it or should I give her that? Barbie don't say nothing. I think Savannah was more so trying to make sure that she wasn't tripping, but Barbie wasn't saying anything or really giving homegirl. It was giving more like, girl, you figure it out. You figure out if you tripping or not. So then Brie ends up coming over there, and Brie, kind of stirs the pot a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, did you check her?" Jaden was like, "Yeah, I did." So Savannah like, "No, you ain't checked me, boo." And Jaden, no, once that wig came off, you talking about, I asked what I asked. No, you just said you checked her. Stand on that, new face. So Savannah and Jaden get in the field. Jaden is whole time trying to protect that face. Whole time. But I'm going to give it to Savannah on both ends. But one thing I'm going to say, baby, none of these girls can keep their balance. Everybody is hitting the flow. BBLs first. Like, OMG. Every time I see y'all, somebody is hitting the ground. Like, what pants, what shoes do y'all have on? Like, did they just mop the floor? Because y'all keep falling. Every time we fall down, every round, somebody gonna fall, whether it be on the couch or the floor. And then, they about to fall because now the TV hit the, like, as soon as they hit the sound, I'm like, oh, okay, somebody about to fall. Immediately fall, like, at this point. Why do y'all keep falling? Like, every person, every fade falls. And with Jaden, I don't know why Jaden, quote unquote, surprised y'all. She didn't do anything, honestly. And not only that, Jaden is a picker and a chooser. When it came to persuasion, she was picking and choosing. And also, I forgot the girl name, but I said last week I didn't know how to feel about her. She was in and out. I think her name is like I don't want to butcher it, but it's the one who got to fight with Shayla. Like, she called Shayla out. Shayla said she ain't want it. But then after Kenzie went with London, then she just was kind of like, well, come on, let me fight you. Her. The girl ain't want to get in the field with her. So, no, I think Jaden do be picking and choosing. YG is so funny. I'm sorry for the rain. I opened my lid. Girl, like, that's tea. That's hilarious. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Jaden looks a mess. I don't know. Jaden is not all that to me. It's the fillers in the face more so. Like, pretty, but too many fillers. Or maybe the fillers just need to go down. Shayla goes to talk to Bria. She trying to make sure she ain't gonna get hit no more. Are you good? Are we good? Yeah. Cause you felt the ground with her, I'm sure. So she trying to make sure, look, why ain't nobody over here? Why the wig is all being off? I know you know what I'm saying. You cool people. Are we good? Are we all right? Because I need to know. Sway ends up making a great point, and it was the same point that her enemy made, aka Joyce, was the fact that a lot of the girls were not up to par when it came to the looks category with the wigs and everything. Like, I would say Pooty, Ari, Sway, Joyce. That was about it. I feel as though really came and was cute like that. Really gave that. And a little bit of YG. YG gave more so like breast doll theme. It gave, still learning how to dress. But I get what she's saying. It was a lot of girls there that just wasn't up to par as far as giving what it's supposed to give first season. So a new problem occurs. So persuasion started, trying to take people pictures down and stuff. And Pooky decides to follow her in Persuasion's footsteps. But Brie wasn't having it. Brie like, Trini is my friend. Like, we're not doing that. And I feel as though Pooky was looking for Persuasion or YG to be like, yeah, like, Brie, you doing too much. But they got quiet and they turned their heads and started minding the business that paid them. And nobody was going with what Pooky was talking about. So Pooky was like, you defending her too much, go sit over there, all this, all that. It was like, sit over where? Like, girl, we are not in high school no more. Like, y'all can, disagree, and I get it. You try to do something and they told you, stop it. They very quickly was like, no, we're not doing that. You just got here. Like, you don't get to, tear up nobody's stuff and everything like that. So I understand she was embarrassed, but, it's the way you handle it. Kenzie is trying to give Barbie fine lessons. And it's Barbie. I'm going to take her. I'm going to get her. Kenzie, just back up, Barbie. Keep swinging. Just back up. Yeah, I'm going to boom, boom, boom. all these lessons were really in vain. Because child, the way Barbie did not stick to not nothing y'all trained on outside. What a waste of a conversation and what a waste of a scene. You know what I'm saying? Because truly, once Barbie got out there, I truly bust out laughing hard. And this Barbie, like, I'm finna try. It's the try for me. It's gonna be a home run for me. I'm finna try. Like, I already know, I already down on herself because she knows she ain't been practicing, just talking. So we gonna start off with the Barbie, like, self hype up. And she was like, move. Like, and then once they move, it's the girl Sway coming in. Shut up. Like, I already knew this was not gonna be the fade that needed to be faded. Like, what? So they move. They clear the line, clear the room, let them fight. Nothing but space and opportunity. Barbie is over there just timid, like, I said, girl, about to lose. Please, y'all, when y'all watch the fight, please look at Isaiah's face. Isaiah already knew Barbie wasn't. Please look at Isaiah. Isaiah looking like, really, Barbie? For real? Like, Barbie? Are we serious right now? And the thing is, he not even looking at Sway. He is only looking at Barbie. Like, immediately, he knew when Barbie off the run up, he knew Barbie was finna lose. Now, let me tell you, this is Timon and Pumbaa fighting. What took me, Barbie kept about to fall. Like, she just kept, like, about to fall. Security pushed her back into the fight. I don't know what is up with security pushing them back into the face. Like, security is gonna find you and be like, okay, and a little push into it. Like, you at this point gotta watch security, because security feel like, no, get out there. Like, make my job happen. And then once they turned the angle, I don't know what was going on with Barbie feet. Barbie feet was doing the boom, boom, boom. Like, you would think that she was about to break out and dance or something. Like, baby, what was Barbie feet doing? And that girl was just throwing Barbie every which way. By the end, Barbie finally starts throwing punches consistently, but I still don't give it to Barbie. Keep practicing, Pooky. Okay? Then is Barbie asking for the medic. Like, you ain't do much or nothing to get a medic, babes. It gave much of nothing. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, can I get a medic? Kenzie talking about something. Barbie ain't going. Barbie is going. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Barbie didn't hit the floor, but Barbie wasn't doing nothing. Like, y'all gotta give props to Swayana. Swayana was doing her thing. Barbie wasn't. I don't know really what y'all was so quote unquote surprised about. So Persuasion and Savannah finally get that. That walk up that Savannah had to do was long. I'm like, dang. She traveling all the way from the kitchen, from the dining room to the living room. Like, oh my God, that was a long walk up. So Persuasion and Savannah finally get that. And I definitely think it was a tie. Both of them was definitely going blow for blow. But if I really had to give it to somebody, I'm going to give it to Savannah. I definitely think that this was Savannah's win for real. And I get it, they really ain't had no beef like that. Like, they got their fade in and, they fought on the side of the freeway. That was the real fade, and Persuasion won that one. And, with this one, I feel as though Savannah won this one. So, or y'all could say it's a good old tie. But overall, I definitely think, it was a good fight. It really ain't no purpose in them to still get into it because Special K is gone. Cashmere's somewhere, but she's not on Now That's TV right now. And Isaiah, no, Persuasion was one round, but Persuasion failed, so she felt like, she didn't do her best. But once she got off the ground, she was giving it to Savannah. Now the hug after definitely shocked me because I was one of the ones like, oh, they need to get that, like, get it in there, da-da-da. I was very excited for this fade, and it was a good fade, I ain't gonna lie to you. But now that we got a little backstory behind the fade and, South Central Baddies season 3, okay, let it go. Y'all got y'all fade in, y'all did what need to be done, okay, it's over with. It was a good fade. I was fed, I'm full. And the fact that they hugged it out after and, they kind of talked about it and just let us know, like, we really don't have no beef like that. Like, obviously, you give me affirmations, you help me, you're a OG in this thing, and I'm still learning. I can learn from you. So I definitely understand, why they hugged it out. And I definitely thought it was very mature of persuasion to hug Savannah, to embrace Savannah. I thought it was very mature. Okay, Barbie, just vibe twin, cause they ain't hugged over here. Now you like, well, so Anna, I need to get some more camera time. So like, me and you cool. We ain't got no beef. Like, Barbie, please, no face record, cuz no face. Like, Barbie, just vibe twin. You be dogging to everybody. You get in the field. You still need to practice. Like, no, we not doing it. And to me, Barbie is a slight attention seeker. Like, when she on Mean Girls and stuff, you can't really pick it up. But on here, I just feel as though thirsty, like just thirsty to be on the camera, thirsty to be seen. And her and Kenzie, I feel as though as OGs are not being seen in a great light. And Barbie gagging, we going viral. They are going viral. My fast is on 2 months of healing. So, just setting girls, I'm not going to get out there with. Like, setting girls, I'm not going to give that to. And we can tell you did not want to give that to persuasion because you were scared. 2 months off the facial surgery, you knew what you signed up for. You knew what show you were going to. And like persuasion said, you were talking all that in a group chat and on Instagram. And you didn't want her to take it easy on you on Instagram and all that group chat. Honey doll. So therefore, you shouldn't be looking for her to take it easy on you in the fight. And persuasion did not. And I'm happy that she did not. Okay, eat her down. Eat her up. Jaden gets no props because she barely got in there. Persuasion had to force her to get up in there. And Persuasion is absolutely the heaviest hitter. No lie, no shade. She's definitely a heavy hitter, like, very much. Y'all remember how she did Kenzie? Baby, Kenzie was in distraught after Persuasion tossed her every which way. Kenzie, why you allowed a Persuasion face? Somebody, you already been waking it up, sister. Sister girl, no, you have not. If anything, you've dimmed the lights. Be for real. And I'm glad she walked off and said Micaiah, because I think she knew that you was lying. You and Barbie. So Bria and Pooky go at it. First things first, let me let you know that liquor that Pooky threw barely hit Bria. It hit the floor, okay? That they just mopped. The floor is already wet enough. Pooky is adding more to it. So Pooky lets Bria know, like, I feel like you picking. I feel like you trying me. I feel like you been needed that from me since the group chat. Bria like, no, I just like to troll. And I like to troll you mostly. So Pooky like, well, stop, because I don't like it. Bria said, I'm not going to stop. Pooky said, then get up. Bria said, why? We're playing. She said, I'm not playing with you no more. Let's run that. I definitely believe Pooky proved her point when she said, don't troll me no more. Pooky had rent due, okay? Car note was past due. Pooky was on time, and Pooky said, enough is enough. I told you, leave me alone. Because the way Pooky was throwing them things at Bria, she knew she had an audience, and she had to, entertain her audience very much so. Pooky ate that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Took Bria through there and that hairline. Bria is hilarious because she like, fight me when I'm sober. But Pooky, I feel as though, again, has an audience. And Pooky want to get another round because she tore Bria the first round. So she kind of want to, just keep showing her like I ain't in to play with. More so. And I think, it's a thing of Bria was picking. She didn't let Bria know that she's not the one to be picked on. So I think it's a lot at play right here. Now, I don't remember her name with the denim and got all the stickers on it, doing too much. Mind you, you telling Bria like, oh, you started it, Bria like, I really don't care. It is what it is. Told her to fight me when I'm sober. Do you want to fight me because I'm drunk too? Like, just doing too much. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I do love the fact that they had Joyce come in and Joyce like, what up? Like, what's going on? Like, what is it giving? And somebody was like, your homegirls just got beat up, and then they show us the homegirls getting beat up. Like, why would y'all do the homegirls like that? Why the homegirls had to come in getting tore like that? But y'all know Joyce used to get tore too. So, hey, each one to each one. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Bye.